Hey guys, I'm Brian,
And I'm Luigi.
and this is Bulalo Sessions.
Kwentuhang puro kasabawan.
Pero may laman.
Dito, pagchichikahan natin ang kung ano-anong ganap natin sa buhay.
Pwedeng love life, kawalan ng love life,
Madalas sex, or reklamo sa trabaho.
at marami pang iba.
So, kung gusto nyo makarelate sa kasabawan,
Or bored lang talaga kayo sa buhay.
pakinggan nyo kami sa Bulalo Sessions.
Wednesdays at 8 p.m.
Kita-kits!
The views and opinions of this program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Kingdom podcast. The show might include strong images and language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
This episode of the Kingdom Podcast is brought to you by The Bunk Collective.
It's scary to even think about this show. Through hell or high water, amidst the variety of challenges, and after 8 years of doing what we do best, one thing united us all. One show ruled them all. When you played the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Wait a second. I think you got the wrong kingdom. Do you even know what happens on the show?
I was not prepared for that story that you're about to tell.
Are they the inevitable next nations group?
Not when they're handled by JYPE.
When a boy group idol is seen with like a girl group idol, a lot of people like suddenly here like dating, and then fan sites are gonna start closing down.
Yeah.
You know, all those stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand why.
Interacting with 60 different countries around the globe and listened to by thousands from the Philippine archipelago, The Voice is back for season 2. Fearless, better, stronger, and boy does he enjoy the grind.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, let me sit on that. Like,
Yeah.
OMG, no, stop.
We talk about what other K-pop shows are fucking afraid to talk about.
People will get invested only to know that they will disband. Because, everyone gets old at some point and they can't always be an idol.
Just because you love someone, that's not how they grow, right?
That's right.
You need to give it to them straight. You need to be honest.
From personal matters to all the juicy stuff, no holds barred.
They're like, oh, I don't trust multis because I don't
Unfollow.
Oh, okay, muted. Got you.
Broadcasting live from Manila, Philippines at the TKP Studios. This is the revelation that is the Kingdom Podcast, Season 2, with your host, the baddest SOB in K-pop podcasting history, the king himself, The Voice, DJ Yuuki.
So watching this new series,
Mm-hmm.
it's not new, but it's fine. It's called Manifest. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, so here's what happened. A group of
Okay.
people flew from Jamaica back to the US.
Okay.
And then when they got in, when they got to U.S. soil and they landed, it's been 5.5 years.
Huh?
Yes. So, they missed 5.5 years of their lives. Some of their family
the
members.
plane.
Yeah, in the plane. Yeah, but for them, it's like an hour. So
Yeah.
some of their other family members died. In the process, kasi 5.5 years.
5 years.
And then
Yeah.
like sorry, spoiler alerts for one of the protagonists, like they're both supposed one of them was married, one of them was supposedly getting married. When they got there, the married guy, his wife, is already in a relationship with
that's
another
so
guy,
heartbreaking.
and then the other protagonist, the girl, their brother and sister, is also in another relationship, like his supposed
Oh my
husband.
gosh.
And
my
they're
goodness.
married already. So married guy is si wife, relationship lang. Si supposedly
Uh-huh.
married girl, si guy niya married na with her best friend.
Ouch. Ouch.
So yeah, I don't know what's happening, and I am loving it. I'm loving it. So look, it's not a relationship thing. It's like a
but the time travel thing, like
yeah.
Where did the time go?
Yeah, because they never aged. For them, it's like 2 hours, and then when they landed, it's been 5.5 years. And then
It's like space exploration, you know.
Exactly.
Like the time difference there is different from here.
Yeah, and they're still trying to figure it out. I'm in season 2, and they're still trying to figure out like what happened.
Oh, it's not even a movie. It's like a
It's
season.
not. It's a
Wow.
series. It's a series, and I started it yesterday, and I'm on season 2. And they cut it short. Like season 3 was their last season, and then the story didn't end there. So people are clamoring for like a season 4 as like a last season and have some sort of closure, which I'm looking forward to still watching it. Na alam kong mabibitin ako because it's a really good series.
I've just been watching anime and K-dramas.
What K-drama? Have you watched Love and Leashes?
Yes.
Isn't it so cute though?
Yeah,
like-
it's a very interesting thing to do because it's not, conventional.
Wait, or
But
are we talking about watching the movie or like the whole,
both. Both. I mean, I watched it.
Isn't that
on
a bit
Senior
risky
with
for
Ate
you?
Chelsea. Like, oh my gosh, like Ate Chelsea and we literally watched it together. Like we had to watch it. Imagine two Magnus of their respective K-pop groups
watching
like,
something
they-
like that.
Yeah, like
that's
they're
Soyeon.
doing it together. They're both Magnus of Girls' Generation and
And
Yuuki's.
Yuuki's.
UNB. Like, oh my goodness. These two are like precious beings and they're doing something that's very, out there and open. And it's actually nice because it brings to like that kind of concept. And like I
You're a bit
remember
aware
someone
about it. Yeah.
it makes people more aware to the point that at the Chelsea and I were also talking about our personal preferences.
We should have gotten Chelsea to get to talk about it.
But hey, it's a healthy discussion.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people would find it taboo, and it's still probably taboo right now, right? And it's fine.
But hey, it happens. It's reality.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
do it, but it's not necessarily bad.
Yeah, and di mo alam, like one of your probably like good friends are doing something like that, and you at least like if you find out, it's not like you're putting judging eyes towards them. Like at least you're aware that something like this is okay. That's cool. Like you have your thing, and yeah, I guess love languages being involved. Like I guess that's their love language,
It's
but
different. Love languages are different for each person.
exactly. And sorry, that's not the topic that I was talking about. Just going back to
okay.
manifest because I can go on and on about love and leashes, and it's not like I'm into BDSM or anything. I'm not. It's just that like it was such an interesting watch, and it was so funny, and I love Sohyun. Obviously I'm a So1, but she really did a bang up job there, so it's really cool.
She did.
But yeah, going back, manifest. Given that you can stop time for, like not you stopping time, but forced stop time. Like you were forced to stop time for 5.5 years, and then you come back. Would you still go through what you're going through right now?
Okay, so
Or would you like find out
saying
what the
it-
hell happened and then make that your living?
So so basically I am somewhere else for 5.5 years.
Yep. But for you, it was like a
And-
day.
For me it's like a day, but like my normal life around me moved for 5.5 years.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So let's say, kunyari si, how old is Chelsea right now? 24, 25? Around that.
She's 1 year
year?
older than me, so she's 24.
Yeah, 24, right? And then when you come back, she's 29 na. Parang ganun. Then everyone else moved on. Not moved on in a sense where they stopped finding you, but the world moved on without you. and then you came
Okay.
back, and then obviously it's a miracle. You're gonna have your interviews and shit like that, probably. But then, like,
So would
you'd probably
would I
be
choose
famous.
to find out what happened?
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
probably be famous for sure.
Would I-
You'll be famous.
Yeah.
But then, would
Mhm.
you continue what you're going through right now, or would you make it like a goal for you to find out what happened to you first?
Oh, for sure. I would definitely find out what happened. I'm that kind of person who likes to look into things. I'm very curious. So I would like literally find the heck what happened to me.
Yeah, I think it would be
But
fun too.
I think it would also be it would be fun too because you're technically younger than a lot of than your own age group. So why not I make the most out of it and audition to entertainment companies?
Holy crap! You went there first, so it's like, okay, I got lost for 5.5 years. Oh, look, I'm younger. Let me debut with ITZY or something. Parang ganun.
A girl can dream.
Fair
Everyone
enough.
wished they were younger for a few years,
Fair enough, yeah. But then you're like, I guess like with you being, you're younger than Chelsea, you're 23, so like as a 23-year-old, is it still possible for you to debut? Age-wise?
Well, I look not
You
like
look 12,
23.
yeah, for sure.
They can market off of that.
I was just listening to like a previous episode of you guesting because I was listening to past episodes looking for like formulating topics and shit. And then I was listening
Uh-huh.
to one of the episodes and then I can vividly remember you said you were 4'6".
Yes, I'm 4'6".
That's insane. That's fucked up. And then
Well,
having someone carry a stool for you with your practical exams, I love it. Anyway.
oh my gosh, yeah. I can't even. Like those years in college were still like the best because it's so like just being, especially now, like with the
Mm.
pandemic, I just miss face-to-face classes so much. Like I just appreciated my life in college even more. And I'm so like grateful in a way that I was able to graduate before it happened.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Internship happening prior
Mhm.
to the pandemic,
yes, it was so fun.
Yeah, can you imagine like ward, like going to wards, like, hey Dustin, may ABG ka. Saan? Dun sa COVID ward. What? Can
They
you
had to
imagine?
stop. Like they had to
my
stop like student interns and residents from actually like really working because of the COVID situation.
Oh right, that's true. That is true. Yeah, everyone like all of the staff are working now, and then I think you're just like tailing them more or less.
Yeah. The younger ones had to do internship online, and I don't really know how.
How is that
How
even
that's-
possible?
Yeah. Like it's at the end of the day, it's still theoretical.
That's
There's
right.
just something that practicality you will never find in a book or
Exactly.
in an activity. So
So everything like they're doing internships theoretically. That's fucked up.
like yeah.
How are you going to
It's
be
so
ready
sad.
even?
Mm.
And I think
Like, it's
interns
easier
right now
to-
are
it's
not
easier to
allowed in.
say-
Yep, you were saying?
Sorry. It's easier to say, okay, so slightly angle your syringe and then poke. It's easier said than done. I mean,
That's right. Are they like buying like a dummy arm?
maybe those who have the money, they would.
I would
But
I would
yeah.
practice on myself.
we actually do practice on each other.
Yeah.
Like that's how we learned. We practiced on each other.
No, I don't even practice with another person. Like I practice on myself. Like I'm bored. Okay, let me get like a 1cc syringe and then poke myself.
Oh my gosh, and then you practice on yourself.
Yeah.
I wish I could practice on myself, but I'm hard to find. My arms are like a challenge.
Ash me like I'm hard to find. Yeah, I know you're 4'6".
Excuse me.
It's like you stand up. Where's Ash? Anyway, welcome to the Kingdom Podcast Season 2. This is brought to you by the Bunk Collective. My name is Yuuki, and over here, freaking hey, one of my favorites when it comes to guesting on the show. It's like holds a lot, has a lot of depth when it comes to whatever she's talking about, and she is back. And I love it. And
Yes.
I've been listening to Spill the Soju ever since you came back, which is a great.
Aw.
And like, I am just excited for you guys. I'm excited to listen to you. And I'm excited for this guesting. Please welcome back on the show. This is Ash. Ash.
Hello, everyone.
So what the hell
I'm
happened?
I
Where have
took
you
a
been?
break.
Were
Everyone
you
took
in
a
a
break.
wormhole? Like, did you fly in an airplane and then got stuck and then you came back? Ganun ba?
I felt like I've been living my life in quarantine the whole
Holy
my whole
shit.
life because like I never got tired of my room for some reason. Like I'm an extrovert, but for some reason I love staying home. But at the same time, like I said, I do miss face-to-face classes. But
Yep.
anyway, I'm adaptable, so I didn't really mind staying at home like 24/7, and I just enjoyed like working from home, taking a break also from everything.
Yeah, how was it? Like, were you able to do everything that you wanted and stuff?
Yes, actually, it's ongoing. So 2022, I have a lot of plans for myself, a lot of personal endeavors and goals. So a lot of exciting things happening in my life right now, and a lot of even more exciting things in the works. So not going to say anything yet. I haven't even revealed a lot on like my
Yeah.
socials. I'm actually on a social detox, a little bit of a detox of
Until
social
now?
media. So yeah, a little bit. Like if you notice, I'm not as on as
Yeah.
usual.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I took it down a notch. So yeah, I'm just busy preparing my life for things.
So yeah, she's getting married, guys. No kidding.
I wish, joke.
I wish. Good shit, Ash.
I
Like
haven't
freaking
met
A.
him yet, I think.
You haven't
I feel
met
like
him
I haven't
yet.
met him yet.
Yeah, because you're in
Yeah.
quarantine. That's why.
True. Very true. Sad life.
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, we got a packed show for you guys, and I gotta say, this episode, I can't say I'm scared, but
I'm also I'm a little intimidated by the topic.
yeah, it's not because of a specific group or a fandom or whatnot, but it's like it's an industry within the industry, and
Yes.
like a bit controversial for everyone, and I am looking forward to talk to Ash about it because she has like the nitty gritty when it comes to things like this. I think you're more aware about things like this compared to me. I couldn't care.
Well, I think you just have a broader perspective about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just all hate or all love. I guess I have a constructive way of seeing it.
Yes,
I think
I agree. Yeah, you
people
always have that.
need more to do. So
Yeah, let's get to it. But before that, let's get to our first commercial break. When we come back, more of the show. Don't go away.
Hey everyone, Mo Twister here. Just as long as my guy Yuuki here is talking about Jenny Kim, then I'm all over this podcast. You're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Hi, we are Spill the Soju Podcast. Your favorite dose of K-culture TMIs, fangirling shenanigans, and straight-up 2 a.m. conversations.
Served to you fresh and hot off the plate by 3 best friends.
Ashley,
Katie,
And Chelsea.
who need an excuse to fangirl.
Check us out on Twitter at SCSPodPH, Instagram at Spill the Soju Podcast, and on your favorite podcast streaming platforms.
see you there!
We are Bunk Collective, and we are podcasts that'll shake the podcast industry. No, wait, that's overpromising. We are Bunk Collective, and we're here to define meaningful storytelling. Nah, doesn't feel right. We are Bunk Collective, and we're here to make meaningful moments. Scratch that. You know what? Let's just say it like it is. We are Bunk Collective, podcasts that came to play.
A bunch of playful and creative people telling our stories on our own terms.
No matter your type of podcast, there's a ton to play with.
And there's a lot more joining the collective real soon.
So press play and play with us.
We're here to give you a good time.
This is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Welcome back to the podcast. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we have TikTok now.
Wow.
Yeah, all in the
Wow,
same name.
TikTok.
And I think like I'm just doing that for the heck of it, and at the same time for teasers. So I'll probably post teasers there. Yeah, all in the same name still at the Kingdom Pod PH. If you want anything to tell us, want to apply, I think we're hiring now. Like as far as like social media and
Team
writing
is
goes.
expanding.
Yeah, I know, right? Freaking A. Good stuff. So yeah, if you wanna reach out to us, apply, or maybe have violent reactions to what we're gonna talk about, you can go to the Bung PH, or rather, the Kingdom Pod PH at thebunkph.com. This is Yuuki with Ash here. Ash, where can we find you? Where can we follow you? Yung hindi ka nagtatago.
Well, I actually changed my username handles.
Yeah, I know.
Basically, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _with_love_ash. And you can find me on YouTube with the same name, but just with love Ash. So yeah.
Wait, you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
What do you do there? Wait, I want to see.
It's just something that I started to do because family, friends, and relatives abroad, they sometimes like seeing what I do. So I just post it there and share the link because it's easier than trying to send the actual video because it's long, it's going to upload and then everything like that. So I just post and I just do K-pop stuff, dance stuff.
Good stuff. Hell yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, subscribe
I'm
to her
actually
there.
preparing a video right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, it's a treasure comeback vlog. So instead of posting multiple reaction videos, I just place everything in one vlog. Just to see what a day in the life of a tume is. So
good stuff. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome back to the show. Let's get to it. Oh my god.
Let's go. Let's get it.
How am I supposed to intro this topic? So look, I know that there are certain ways to show appreciation to like fans and stuff. And I'm always like, I guess like you can say I'm always appreciative and, filled with gratitude when it comes to things like this. However, I'm just going to read it out. Like with K-pop, expanding and becoming more marketable to the masses and being popular worldwide, I think back then we were a niche market. Right now we are the market. That's how big K-pop already happened, like came, and then definitely catches the attention of quote unquote more than average people. So however, if you look into how people of certain power, I guess, and lack of proper term, have look into things like this, I think there's a bit of like special treatment going on. And we can cite examples or like cite a prime example probably later on, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about not only you but like the people that listen, special treatment within fandoms and the K-pop culture. And I think when I saw the topic, it was like such an eye-opener for me, and I think I can give you an example, and I just don't know if I can include it on the show.
Gosh, yeah.
So
we all go through that.
Yeah, I mean, I think because I'll be name dropping, people, persons, and
okay.
And I don't know if I can include it on the show, if it's something like, if it's anything as far as like being credible goes, and I just don't want that kind of beef, but I'll talk to you about it later on. However, like, let's talk about special treatment. Is there like some kind of special treatment happening here?
Well, it's so hard because it's yes, but then I feel like a part of it is justifiable. But okay, wait.
Justifiable how? I'm gonna be the kontrabida.
Let me explain.
I'm gonna be the kontrabida.
Let me explain.
Okay.
Let me explain muna kasi. Okay, K-pop. It has this universal exposure already. And like this significant popularity of K-pop, it's great. It's great for business,
For sure.
great for extending the artists' passions and intentions through their music that they make, their performances, and literally their daily lives seen on screen.
Yep.
So the artists in the K industry have such great power, like enjoying all kinds of people in. And I love that because, one world, ideally, we should all get along, know at least to learn how to enjoy each other's similarities or settle or appreciate the differences. Plus, if we're talking about more than average people, well, that's technically celebrities, influencers, and whatnot.
Mhm.
With them, we get lots of great collaborations, merging
Yeah.
of two or more different worlds or industries, and it makes people happy. But, a big but,
Mhm.
not everyone is really into K-pop in the same way. Like we all have our reasons for getting into K-pop, and truth be told, some of those are less genuine or sincere than others,
Yeah, for sure.
which is
Like it's all
sad.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, because like what you said, it's all sometimes it's just business, just for promotion, for money. The ones who are and like sometimes the ones who are truly situated in the culture and fandom, like they know the ins and outs, the values and the practices that took literally years of experience to acquire or learn and like have contributed anything to their fandom. They're not the ones who get the credit for everything that they put into it. So sometimes the ones who are more in the spotlight, the ones who have more following and public presence, they're the ones who are noticed more, which
Mhm.
sadly is a little bit unfair. Like I guess it rubs fans in a wrong way a bit. But like I said, it's justifiable. Okay, how can I explain this? Uh You know how we all would defend our idol saying that we don't know what's happening behind the camera, their personal lives because
Yeah.
they're public
Mhm.
figures, there's a lot that they're hiding. It's sort of like I sometimes feel like it's sometimes the same way with certain public figures. You don't know how they got into K-pop, why they got into K-pop, who's their favorite artist and what they do about it. So, like, how much do we really know about these celebrities? Sure, their involvement involves the fact that they have a lot of money and, like I said, huge
They're
following or public
able. Yeah.
presence and influence. Yeah, they're able to, but I think that also takes a lot of hard work. I mean, it's not easy to be in the spotlight. It's not easy to be in that kind of field. Like the reason why they have all that money to invest on a concert or a collaboration and etc. is because I think they earned it through their own efforts in their own field as well, whether it's not related to K-pop or whether it is. Like if they genuinely and sincerely care about the industry and the artist, I mean, I think they deserve it. it
Mhm.
I think they deserve the special treatment in that sense. But I'm also not saying that that's always the case.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, like, look, if we're gonna look into people that probably would have like some sort of like something like that, and look into um the reasoning on why they went into like the K-pop, culture and stuff. And mainly
Mm-hmm.
it's probably because of not only fame but also just, the business aspect of things. K-pop is the
Yes.
market. K-pop is
Yes.
the market,
It's
beauty
super
market.
marketable these days.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that really would probably grind gears, especially when it comes to fans that have been here, not for a while, but
Mm-hmm.
have been here and felt every single pain and just
Yes.
like happiness, the
Mm-hmm.
extremes.
Like the ones who are invested in it, like personally.
That's true. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
us. Well, I personally I don't take K-pop seriously that much anymore. It's not because like I don't want to, and it's probably just because like it's music. And you
Yes.
got to understand that, you're involved in some capacity, but you're not involved directly when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
what's happening with them. And yeah, maybe you're right. No, not maybe you're right. Yeah, you're right. They have to portray idols have to portray a certain way or have to portray a certain
Mm-hmm.
image. When it comes to media, because you know them as idols, you know them as people
Yes.
that are in the spotlight on cameras and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, but you don't really know what's happening behind the scenes. And
Yeah.
I
You
think
don't
that,
know them as a son or a daughter. You don't know them as a
yeah,
friend.
yeah, the brother, the sister, exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not something that is available to us. Maybe snippets of it, since
Yes.
they're that same person, and it might show on
Mm-hmm.
camera, it might not. And ganun talaga, like we have to live with that. Like right now, with the people that are saying that, no, I know them inside and out, blah blah blah. No, you don't. It's, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. This
No one
guy,
really does.
yeah, this guy, you're probably looking at him like, ay, ang galing-galing naman niya mag-rap. Ay, ang bait-bait naman niya sa mga juniors niya dyan sa group. Tapos biglang makikita mo from rapper to raper na pala siya, di ba? Something like
Hala?
that.
Rapper to Reaper. Ano
You
ba
know that
yan?
story, right? I mean, during your quarantine, have you heard of that?
No.
No, you don't?
I told you, social media detox.
Holy crap. Something like that happened, Ash. And
Really?
yeah.
Wait, maybe I know it, but not as that term. What is it?
Oh yeah. It's past member of EXO.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I
Okay,
know
so
that. Yes, I do.
so yeah.
I was like, rapper to Reaper. Okay.
Yeah, because that was the term that China news made for
Ah.
him.
I
Look at
just,
this guy.
yeah. Basta EXO. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
from
Yep.
rapper to raper.
Sad.
So things like that where, and a lot of you guys, I'm pretty sure, and I got a bunch of beef towards that, because you guys are just insane. It's funny that whenever I see your posts on social media where you still defend people like this. It's nuts. It's
Mm.
fun. It's fun to look at. It's sad, but it's fun to look at. Like,
Yeah.
oh, look at these
I
guys.
mean,
They're so
there's an
stupid.
extent to how much we can love and support an idol. I mean, don't you can love them as long as it also does not take away your own values as a human person.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why, like, and Chelsea and we had this long ass conversation about it, like in a previous episode. I forgot which episode that was, but anyway, like you can just listen to that episode. We're not gonna, go deep into things like this anymore because yeah, we don't want to talk about rapers. So uh, speaking of more than average people that you were just talking about, a lot of more celebrities and influencers doing things like this. Like, do you have like an idea on, well, not an idea, but what's the reaction for you when it comes to this? Is it hate? Is it like, something negative? Is it disgust whenever you see something like this? And we see
Mm,
something like things like this on a daily basis,
yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie by saying that, oh, I'm completely fine with it. I mean, it sort of hurts a little bit
Yeah.
also.
Mm-hmm.
Like like we said earlier, it does sometimes rub fans the wrong way because we devote a lot of our life to these things that other people can get easily. And it's just like sometimes it just feels unfair, but at the same time, you could also understand because they're like technically in the same place or same area. So it's like easy for them to do it. And but because I also knows what I also know what it's like to be on the receiving end of the special treatment.
Oh wow, really?
I guess yeah. It's a secret, but
Okay.
basta my family, we were involved in something that is related to K-pop, and I was able to be in a certain experience that
Oh, okay.
not
Wow,
a
that's
lot of fans
interesting.
can experience.
Yeah, and obviously you took it,
So
right? Obviously you took it. You're a K-pop fan.
yeah, I mean, it like at the end of the day, sometimes I feel like if any fan receives uh an offer,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think
Yeah,
a part
I
of
agree.
us would want to take it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I after that experience, it made me want to be more, fair for everyone. Like
Mm-hmm.
every time I receive something or I get to have this opportunity, I try to share it with as much people as I can. That's why I always bring in at the Chelsea or like my friends. I never do it or I never hog it on like all to myself. So I guess by being able to experience both sides, like not getting special treatment and getting special treatment, it's in a way helped me become like this very open and open-minded person who could see things in the perspectives that I see things now. Maybe that's why you like having me on your
Yeah, that's
podcast
true.
because of my insights.
That's true. Yeah, but
So yeah,
wouldn't people find it a bit hypocritical? Of
yeah,
you.
I get if people would find that hypocritical. I would understand. I mean, I guess sometimes people change or people's perspectives
Mm-hmm.
change, and you know sometimes it's just the way it is. It's not a black or white issue. It's more like a very gray area. It
Yeah.
really depends on where you stand.
And it's interesting
Because
how you got
sorry.
into that. Sorry, it's interesting how you got through that experience and changed your mind. Like, if I were in your position, because I'm selfish as fuck, like, I would go through it over and over again. It's like, screw you guys, like, fuck you. Like, I'm getting this treatment. I'm loving it. No, I'm kidding. Like, all kidding aside, though, it's interesting how that changed you. Like, that specific happy moment would change, like how you view things.
I mean, it's because I was able to experience that happiness. Why it's too good to keep to myself. It has to be shared. It has to be something that you enjoy with everyone else because K-pop, if you're in K-pop alone, that's so sad. K-pop with people, that's better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I can't disagree with you on that. But like, obviously, there's not a lot of fans that can, afford at least,
Yes,
going
that's
to things
true.
like this. I'm not just only
Mhm.
talking about concert. I'm talking about buying merchandise, um,
Mm-hmm.
flying to and from places just to
Yeah.
follow their idols, and yeah, especially in the Philippines. And I'm saying this like whenever someone from like a different country asks me, it's like you don't have a lot of K-pop concerts there, no? It's like yeah, what? And then they ask, why is that? I mean, we're fog poor. It's like we can't fill up stadiums. It's like we can't. We have like 200 pesos baon, and that's even considered today like as a big amount. 200 pesos. It's like back in high school,
Mm.
I had like 250, I think, as my baon, and then everyone was like, wow, laki naman ng baon ni Dustin. No? Palibre naman tayo ng KFC chicken steak, 50
Wow.
pesos. It's like, you have no idea. Like,
Grabe naman KFC.
I know,
May
right?
KFC ba sa campus nyo?
Hindi, wala. Pero sa tapat meron.
Di ba canteen lang?
Pero the canteen gravy is free, and you can like, douse your food with gravy, and I love it.
Yes.
But anyway, something like that. And if you look into it in US dollars, like 250 pesos, that's a measly $5 per day.
Yeah.
And now you're looking into it like, I guess you can afford like $100 or $200 VIP ticket, right? What, with
Ugh.
$5 per day? And then how long
Ugh.
are they gonna announce the concert? Like 2 months before? Like how?
Yeah.
You can't. You can't. I
Yeah,
mean,
you can.
you have to
Concerts
be
are
working.
expensive because of many justifiable reasons as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we can go on and on about that, and I'm pretty sure that you can as well. But yeah, we're just not gonna go into nitty gritty when it comes to how a concert is being run. That's not the topic right now. Topic right now is being or having special treatment towards like a specific demographic of fans.
Yes.
And is it for like okay? Here's a question for you that's not in it, but it's kind of related. Is K-pop for the
Okay.
rich?
I would say no. I mean, this is how I look at it. K-pop is for everyone, but it puts the rich in an advantage. There you go.
Yeah, in a big advantage. Like imagine, guys. It's like imagine the market of K-pop right now. If you can sell a piece of paper that has their image printed on it for tens and thousands of pesos, the market is good.
Yes.
Can you imagine? Like, dude, this is the only market in the music industry that sells
Where a
photo
photo
cards.
card can cost 1,000 pesos.
Exactly.
If you bid it.
I went to Unbox PH in Green Hills, like just recently. They were selling photo cards there, right? Some of them were cheap. Some of them were like, it's so cheap that you're tempted to buy it. It's like it's less than 100 pesos, ganun ka cheap. And they're not like
Yes.
even from groups na hindi sikat. They're from like
Yeah.
Twice, freaking who else? ITZY. They're from Espa, think photo cards like that. And then you look at the BTS and the Blackpinks and there's like 1,500 pesos. 3,000 pesos. 4,500
Just
pesos.
print your own.
Yeah, so like, what the fuck? It's like,
Print your own.
it's like, put it in a binder, seal it, and then, are these legit? Yeah, hell yeah, that's legit. Putang ina. Don't touch it. And yeah, I cannot disagree with you. It's for everyone, but the rich have like a certain level of
Huge.
advantage.
Yeah.
It's like the boy group scene right now. It's like
Ooh,
here's BTS, and then way below them are the 17s, the Treasures, the the EXOs, and so it's just like the oh man, the market is just huge right now. And like as far as
Yeah.
rankings go, if we're gonna rank it under like a certain demographic, the rich are up there, like in any probably like in any other culture, right? If you're rich, if you have money, you can do whatever. Pero in K-pop, if you're looking into it as if like, for example, like a concert, probably just a prime example would be a concert. If you're looking into a prime example of that, if you look at concerts, we don't fill up arenas. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
However, you gotta check on the prices. That's why they bump the prices, because they assume that the arena's not gonna be filled, and all the rich people are just gonna buy all of the the tickets and the
The
merchandise.
best seats, the best areas.
If they can fill up the VIP section, then they're set.
Actually, yeah. Yeah.
It's
sad.
it's sad. Is it bad though? It's not bad for business, obviously.
It's not bad for business. But I
Yeah.
guess just the whole culture of it all, it's just a little messed up.
The culture of this treatment or this special treatment going on, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's like
Or just like not culture, like let's just say practices.
I'm
Something like
confused
that.
why Ollie London is getting this sort of treatment, And a lot of people are canceling Ollie London, like just putting up an example there. Ollie London, you know him, right? Or her? I don't know what she goes with. But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know her pronouns. So, Ollie London, did everything there is to be done with his or her body, and then lo and behold, like he's getting interviews left and right. And people are hating on him. Yeah, sure, but still, look at the treatment. There's some sort of, in lack of proper term, prestige there, because he's a controversial figure that has something to do with K-pop, and people are interested. Regardless if they're interested to love or hate the person, people are interested.
Yes.
And that's something if not a win, not only for him but for the people that represent him.
Yeah, because he's getting attention.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where the demographic, divides, where the rich versus the not. I don't want to say poor, but yeah,
average.
The rich versus the poor.
Average.
Yeah, because I'm from Quezon City. I'm # North. I'm poor. So things like that, where you gotta understand, like where us fans, if ever, like, I don't feel frustrated, but like people like us, find it a bit impossible to go through something that'll make us happy as far as K-pop goes, because we don't have the means. We don't have that kind of even fandom support. Like a group like Mamamoo, who's been there for a while now and have been slaying their comebacks and are so freaking talented. They got their break 5 years in their tenure.
Yeah, that's
It's so like
and then
that bad.
after like that peak, they had to disband a
Yeah.
bit,
Well, they're
right?
not disbanded though.
Yeah.
Though? Yeah.
It's a complicated situation.
Yeah, it's a complicated situation because Wiin's
They're, like,
pulling
in
off
separate-
Anaon. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pulling off Anaon where she's in a different agency, which is great for her, and I was rooting for like her to leave RBW because RBW is trash. So,
Okay.
things like that where like I was really just rooting for
I'm
her.
still sometimes taken aback by your bluntness. How did I miss this?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
was I thinking when I
Welcome
said
back to the Kingdom podcast. But
I will apologize on behalf of Yuuki,
me. Yeah, sure.
the viewers,
Yeah.
our listeners, I mean.
She's my spokesperson. Yeah.
Yes, I am here to be his peacemaker.
Yeah,
Ganon.
exactly. You can contact
I
her for all
will-
the hate, guys.
I
Please
will
send
try
it through
to.
her.
Hala. Hala.
She'll try and allot time to respond to that in a very PR-esque, manner. But anyway, just we'll get through more of this, and I think we have a prime example of this, but we got to go to our last commercial break first, just so that we can take a breather and stuff. When we come back, we have a couple of more things to talk about regarding this. This will be like the whole topic for the whole episode, so please stay tuned. Tell your friends that we are talking about this. I'm scared.
I'm scared. Teka.
Wait lang. Okay.
Wait lang.
We'll get to our last commercial break and we come back. More of the show. Don't go away.
Hey everyone, this is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Hey guys, do you use Spotify as your main music or podcast player? On Spotify, you can listen to all your favorite songs or shows, including this. And you can choose over a variety of artists or podcasters for your listening pleasure. So go download Spotify on your smartphones, and in the process, follow us on social media so that you'll know when the show will release a new episode. That's the Kingdom Pod PH on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you there!
You are listening to the Kingdom Podcast. All our episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on Anchor.fm. Your weekly dose of K-pop is now back.
Welcome back to the podcast. This is a time where we invite you to support the podcast in a different way. If apart from listening and following our socials, if you want to support us in a monetary way, you can go to Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/The Kingdom Pod PH. It is a platform and a website that really doesn't give you a lot of, pressure to donate and help like a certain cause or company and stuff, and it's really good. You can donate, I think, as low as like $1 there, so that's like 50 pesos for here in the Philippines. So if you guys want to support us in that way, again, you can go to Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/The Kingdom Pod PH. This is Yuuki with Ashley here of Spill the Soju. When are you guys releasing your next episode?
We are releasing every Thursday. So,
look at that.
Yes.
Sana all ganyan kadalas.
All the episodes that came out during Feb, I hosted that.
Wow, really?
Yes, it was the topic that I thought of, I planned, I hosted everything.
Good stuff. Yan daw kasi matagal ka raw nawala kaya ikaw mag-host na isang buwan.
Ito yung, ano yun? What do you call that? That's what I owe them.
Yeah. That's what you owe your sissies.
Yes.
How are they, by the way? Are they doing okay? Been a while since they
overall
guested
doing great. Yeah. Ate Chelsea and I are taking Korean classes together. So,
wow. Really?
Yes, and soon Ate KD, she's also gonna jump in, and all three of us are going to learn Korean together.
Gusto ko rin natuto mag-Korean pero
Sige!
Paano? It's expensive. What are you talking about?
Our class is like 500 per session.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah. It's actually reasonable, especially for the amount of lessons that we get. We just have an hour to 2 hours of lesson and we get so much, like info overload, literally.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you're learning, right? I mean,
yeah, still learning. Very slowly but surely.
Hell yeah. Sorry, while you were talking, I was looking into, I was looking through Google and I just saw Blackpink's Jennie.
Ooh.
And my heart skipped a beat. So beautiful.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, they are. All of them are. All 4 of them. Anyway, let's get back to the show. We have a show to run.
Yeah.
Talking about special treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to say this? Look, it's a prime example. I'm gonna say it anyway. Fandoms normally would have that sort of event, and it's great, but to have this big of an event to be and I think this only happened once as well, or maybe I'm mistaken, but I can vividly remember one example like this as well. Blackpink. What was it? The movie title in whatever. They did the movie that was shown in SM and Ayala malls and stuff, and it was okay, But then, if you look into this example, where we're gonna talk about the SM Cinema BTS issue, the movie, you do see some sort of special treatment there. If you look into fandoms that have a ton of following, and what are those? They're just Blinks and armies. That's it. And probably once, but that's a very far third for the not the following, but the support that even people of certain I guess people of certain level in the industry are giving. It's kasi if you're gonna look into armies and Blinks, we both know that those two fandoms are very marketable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not only, and regardless if they're students, they have money for some reason. I don't know how. But I was if it's
parents,
yeah,
their families.
Exactly. Have you? Sorry, just off topic. Have you seen the viral TikTok video na yung nanay pinupunit-punit niya yung mga photo cards ni ate girl ng BTS kasi hindi siya naghugas ng pinggan.
Just imagining that is just so painful. But
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't have TikTok, so.
Oh, you don't have TikTok?
I don't have TikTok.
Until
Should
now?
Should I?
Yeah. Look, I'm 28. I'm turning 29 this year. Fuck. I'm 28 and I'm into TikTok, I don't do the TikTok thing, but I just browse.
I don't know.
For someone who dances and not having TikTok, that's interesting.
Well, there's YouTube, but okay, fine. I'll see. I'll see if I have
Yeah,
TikTok.
check out TikTok. But anyway, just out of context. Well, not out of context, but just an example of like
Yes.
someone
The
that's young in the
ripping.
army. Yeah.
Very painful ripping.
Yeah, full ripping of kasi hindi siya naghugas ng pinggan, right? So, pinunit niya yung mga nanay niya yung mga photo card. Sino ba to mga to? Ang papangit naman nito, tingnan mo itsura. Sino ba to? Tapos sabi niya, asawa ko yan!
I feel you, girl.
It's so good. Asawa ko yan. And then the kuya was like, ginagatungan niya talaga yung nanay. So ano ba to? Ano ba to? Ganito, ganyan. Sabi nanay, tas yung kuya niya yung nagbe-video. Sabi niya, hindi. Ano yan? Light stick yan. Yung light stick, hinampas-hampas sa saan.
Oh my gosh.
Ay, lahat ng pera namin ng tatay mo, dito napunta. Gusto lang namin maghugas ka ng pinggan.
CDs were broken, photo cards were ripped, and then like,
Ouch.
yeah, it was bad. But yeah, you see
yeah.
how armies and blinks, like even at a young age, would have the capacity to support them in that way, right? It's insane.
Mhm.
And I don't know if we can treat it as like if there's special treatment there, but I want to hear your take on it. It's like, okay, before that, what's happening with this SM Cinema thing?
Oh, this is
Just
something
for
that I also
context.
just saw in passing.
Yep.
Like literally, I saw it trending. Like I saw in all caps PH Armies trending. So I checked that out. And then as I was going through the tweets, it was basically about this BTS Permission to Dance movie or something that SM Cinema is holding. Like, and then apparently a lot of fans were not able to, like, they stayed up because the ticketing opened like at midnight, which is not common.
That's right. That's true. Yeah.
Like midnight ticketing is not common. It's usually like during the day. So a lot of people were like complaining because they had to stay up for it, and then but the website was crashing. No one was able to get tickets. But then the people that they saw get tickets were the ones who already apparently had it before the ticketing opened. I was like trying to look for an in-depth like what do you call that, analysis of the issue, or like anything that
I
would
think I just
talk
saw
about
one.
the whole issue.
Yeah.
But then I was like, everyone's just like complaining. I was like, where is I need context.
This is
So-
fun.
Yeah, I mean, not fun for them. I'm sorry. I feel so
Yeah.
I feel bad for them, but like, one of the tweets that I saw said that apparently there were people who reserved the tickets for a block screening, even though SM Cinema said that they're not allowed to do that, but still it was, done. So there's a lot happening, and in a way, whether or not they are these VIPs or influencers or celebrities, either way, it's still technically special treatment because, come on, if it's ticketing, people expect all the seats to be empty before it opens, and everyone should have an equal chance when the ticketing opens. So yeah, that's what happened, I think.
I'm really happy that I still got the chance to watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
Ah,
And like
wonderful.
tickets were like going in and out, right? And then like just
Mm.
booked here, booked there, and then yeah, I got I saw like seats for us, and then it's like, okay, great.
Nice. No spoilers, please. I want.
You haven't
I
watched
haven't
it?
watched it yet. Yes, I haven't watched it yet.
You gotta torrent that
Sad.
shit. You gotta torrent that shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting for whatever the video that I'm waiting for to be HD. So
That's
no
still
problem for
like
me
come
there.
March, late March. Are you
It's
sure
okay.
you can
I'm
wait that long?
patient. I am patient, unlike someone.
God, I watched it on January 8th because they had to delay it.
But I'm patient, so boo-hoo.
Okay, just going back. Look,
No one can make me feel bad about not watching it yet because I'm very patient.
unless you get spoiled, that's a different.
That's why I'm on social media detox.
Oh, that fair enough. Yeah. Well, you have me, so yeah, I'll just DM it to you. No, I'm
No.
kidding. Okay,
Stick
going
on
back
topic.
to
Stick
the
on
yeah,
topic.
going back to the topic. Look, everything's possible with money.
Yeah.
And I gotta be the villain and defend them. Yeah, and you gotta be the one that has to ground me on this. Look, I don't disagree with you. I just want this role play to happen. It's like, everything's possible with money. May pera ako eh. Ang gagawin ko? So, iba-block screening ko kasi gusto ko tsaka yung mga friends ko, nood kami. Ayaw namin ng COVID feels. Ayaw namin puno. And that's probably that's probably what happened there, right? I don't know if it's like a group of friends or if it's a fan club or if it's just basically a group that had the money to do the block screening and all of them just within like one cinema. We don't even know if they're like 150 people there or like just 15 people there. Pero it's possible if you got the money. And are there people that are talking like that there were, in a sense, special treatment where, okay, we'll sell it to you before it goes live? May mga nagsasabi bang ganun? Because it's highly possible.
Well, yeah, actually, because I like what I said earlier, I was on the receiving end of special treatments before, so I know what happens behind the scenes. And
it's that no.
It's
that the one we talked about.
I meant like, this is not a very specific situation that's happening these days. This happened years ago. But I'm just saying that I know what happens behind the scenes because I was there. And it happens. It happens. Like there are people, producers, staff who would give tickets to their closest friends before ticketing day opens because they have it. And they have these close friends who also like the certain artist, so they would just give it as a present or something, or for a discounted price.
Or pakitang gilas. It's like
sorry, I'm super not good in Tagalog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry. It's like, look, I have this, and I'm gonna give it to you. Worship me. Parang ganon.
Wow. Okay. I think maybe it happens.
Yeah, it's
but
like
sometimes I feel like it's not really on the people receiving the treatment, but I think the responsibility also comes from the people who are giving it. Like the only reason why special treatments are given in the first place is because the ones managing or producing the event are lenient. Like there are rules that they break for convenience, policies that they don't really follow, or a lot of things like what I said, going behind the scenes basically. So yeah, it's not entirely the people who are receiving the treatment that's like all their fault. But oh my gosh, sorry.
Whoa, that was your alarm.
Sorry. sorry.
Are you still okay?
No, that was just my alarm for Inkigayo. Sorry, because Treasure is performing today, okay? I'm just getting ready.
My God, okay.
Okay,
sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're ending the show anyway in a bit, so yeah.
So yeah, I mean, everyone, I'm going to quote Uncle Ben here and just say, great power comes with great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Yeah, and I can't say I disagree with you on that, but I guess that's the truth behind things like this, where there's a lot of support when it comes to BTS, and I feel like that in itself, like the screening, is special treatment in itself. Kasi the fandom is very marketable. That's it.
Yes.
Are they the best group of all time? Hell yeah, they are, and it's marketable there. Andun na yun eh. Like BTS is the biggest and arguably the best group in K-pop history. Arguably, yeah. I mean, I'm saying the best because they're number one in everything, right?
Yeah, based on numbers, yes.
Yeah,
based on the numbers, yes.
Oh yeah, for
stats,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, BTS is everywhere. Like people are clamoring to collaborate with them.
Bandwagon and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, look, are they the top group of all time? Hell yeah, by a long shot. And that in itself is special treatment as far as armies go, because they know that armies are marketable. That's why, hey, look, like we'll show this BTS, PTD, and stuff, and then this happens. And I'm pretty sure that because something like this happens, like people are really going to be, I don't want to even say lenient about it. People are gonna just pakitang gilas nga in lack of proper term where, look, I can give you this, give you that. Oh, ito, ibibigay ko na sa yung tickets bago pa
But
it goes
it's
live.
so sad. Like, it's
Kasi,
an annoying thing.
yeah, because people don't know. Once you get there, you refresh the page and then it goes live. Pag puno na yun, it just means that you refreshed it late. And people would not know that puno na talaga siya on purpose.
Yeah, that's sad. But then it sometimes like even if you refresh it like exactly on the dot and then you don't get the seats because they're puno na, and then you would know. Like, I'm pretty sure for fans who've been here for a long time, they would know what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah. I can't say I cannot expound more, and I know we talked about this like during the break, right, Ash? Like, I cannot expound more on it because of legality issues. pero I cannot disagree with a lot of you guys when you say that there is this thing going on in K-pop where there's just special treatment. Wala tayong magagawa. It's the norm. Again, just going back
Sadly.
to what Ash said, K-pop is for everyone, but the rich has like a huge advantage. And I'm not even
or at
saying
least
just the
one
rich.
also has
The people
like
that are close.
connections.
Yeah.
You know, like those with those public figures who have connections. You
Yep.
know, they're in a great advantage. But then I guess what I'm trying to say is like what Yuki and I are trying to say throughout this whole episode is whatever complaints fans have against, you know, special treatment of these very important people, more than average people, and they get to, you know, gain certain access to K-pop related situations or people. Some of these complaints are justifiable, but also some of these special treatments are justifiable. So I guess leave some room to give each other the benefit of a doubt.
Yeah,
'Cause
not
we don't
everyone
know
is going through it, obviously. Like, hindi naman
Yeah.
ibig sabihin na yung friend mo nakakuha ng ticket, ibig sabihin may
Yeah,
special
exactly. So
treatment
just
siya.
give people the benefit of a doubt. And if we want to make things more fair and balanced, or without continuing special treatment, I guess, you know, stricter rules and policies, having a sense of transparency and urgency instead of staying silent or trying to cover up mistakes. I am pretty sure Yuki can relate to that. And, you know, cater the process more to the general masses. I mean, don't make it harder for fans than it already is. Ticketing day is as stressful as taking an entrance exam that you only studied for 2 weeks or less. So don't don't put them very specific scenario, no.
Oo. Talagang
Don't
nakarelate.
put
I can
them-
relate. So, yeah.
Do not put them in a place of obvious disadvantage even before this game begins. Like, you give a
love that.
whole row of seats to VIPs even before ticketing starts, then you create a whole new row for them and leave the original seating quantity to the actual ticketing day. You know, equality and equity, you know, we can do that. I mean,
And that's more or less like, if you look into it, like it's kind of like theft, guys. yeah, you paid for it. Pero kind of like theft. You have that sort of, and I like the term that you use, like obvious disadvantage. Because it is, and not everyone is close to X. Not everyone is close to Y. Not everyone has the money to do X, and not everyone has the money to do Y. You know, things like that. It's sad that it's preferential.
yeah.
And how can we fix this? Like what you said, you know, there has to be some sort of transparency when it comes to things like this. And because it's the digital world, like, you know, as fast as digital is, but if you're in that moment where people are just giving you the ticket, that's still faster. You get what I mean? Like, as fast as the digital world is, right? Pero if you're there and then this guy or this girl gives you tickets, that's faster than the internet, you know? and it's just, I don't want to say it's bad. Well, yeah, it is bad. But I can't say it's sad because that's the norm now, and we just have to live with it. And I don't know if transparency is the answer because they're gonna say they're transparent, but they're still not gonna do whatever the fuck they
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ay,
that goes to
nako.
this and the government, you know?
Yeah.
So, vote wisely, you guys.
Oops. Yuki,
Ay, sorry.
hinay-hinay lang.
Sorry. I'm just
Hinay-hinay lang.
saying. I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah.
it's not it's a constant thing now
Yeah.
where we can't as even
Like it's hard to change the
normal
system
fans.
already. So
Yeah.
I guess you just have to take it
Live
upon
through it.
yourself to
Yeah.
be a better person. I mean,
Yeah,
don't yeah.
ano nga ba yun sabi din sa Evan Almighty, how do we change the world? One act of random kindness at a time, 'di ba?
Yeah. Change yourself first.
What a depressing comeback show for you, Ash. I mean,
At least it's constructive.
yeah, it is. And I think your next episode, whenever that is, should be like a very jolly one.
Sure, why not? That means I'm expected to come back.
Yes, yeah, obviously you are. Like all three of you are. And
Nice.
it's like it's just wow, this is way too much to process. It's I don't know. I didn't even know that this is something that's going on. Like the BTS SM Cinema issue. Not the special treatment. It's so rampant that I don't even feel that it's happening anymore. And I could care
Probably
less.
because yeah, probably because like the whole world was on a standstill for 2 years.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah. And then now everything that's now that everything's opening, it's like there it is
yeah,
again.
everything's slowly coming back.
Yeah. Look, what how do we end this episode? What's the
Bye.
quote of the day? Yeah, bye guys. No, what's
Bye
the
guys,
quote for
watch
the
Treasure on
day?
Inkigayo.
Look at you, Ashley. Not everyone has Inkigayo in their cable TV. You have the
Grabe
channel,
naman.
don't you? Or are you
No.
watching? Oh, you're watching on YouTube, ba? Is it live on YouTube or somewhere?
It's I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this.
Oh, okay. Don't
Because like,
then.
yeah,
Just like social media. Somewhere.
how fans help each other watch, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yes,
like on a
exactly.
website that rhymes with Twitch. So.
Oh my gosh, Yuki!
What? I'm just saying. It's like, oh,
Is that
I know.
allowed? to say?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like they
Okay,
can't
I'm
do
just
anything
being
about it.
careful. Come on, I don't wanna bring other people trouble.
Yeah,
I
I
wanna
know,
bring
but
myself
like
into
they
trouble.
have to look for it. I'm not linking everyone where it's
But
supposedly
I
going
guess
to be watched.
fans, if you know, you know. Come on.
It's on a website. It rhymes with Twitch. Like it happens, and that's a norm now. Is it pirating? Hell yeah, it is. But whatever. Like it
It's all
happens. We're in the
over
Philippines.
social
Welcome.
media now.
Yeah, freaking A. So again, how do we end the show? I guess honesty is the best policy. What's another cliche line that we can use? With great power comes great responsibility, and one act of random kindness at a time.
Yes. Let's just put all the quotes into one
Yeah,
sentence.
exactly. The golden rule: do unto them what you want others to do unto
Yes.
you. Yeah, I think those are very cliche, but they are really true. Like if
Yeah,
if
they're
you want,
cliche for a reason because it's used over and over
yeah,
again. It applies to life over and over
exactly.
again.
It's being used over and over again because it applies over and over again. Like
Mm-hmm.
and I guess just being honest and truthful and transparent. That's something that is really
Mm-hmm.
lacking in the world, and that's something that we should all look into
Mm.
doing.
Yes, PH, fix your internet then daw.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, hell yeah, fuck. Like maybe we can look into that. That happening, please. We beg of you. Anyway, Ash, thank you so much. It's
Yes,
time for you
thank you
and Treasure and
too.
Inkigayo. It's like, where can we
Yes.
find you? Where can we follow you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _with_love_ash and on YouTube at with love ash.
And you can follow her podcast on Twitter at STSPodPH.
Yes.
On Instagram, I think it's Spill the Soju Podcast, right?
Yes.
Yep, at Spill the Soju Podcast.
We also have a Telegram community. You can check our social media accounts for the link.
You know, I saw that and I wanted to join, but I'm scared.
Why?
Because they all know that you guest on this podcast, and probably a lot of people hate me for that. It's like, oh, look at Ashley, she's so pure, so bait. And then like on the Kingdom podcast is like, fuck here, fuck there. I mean, you're not saying that.
Hello?
Pero it's like,
I'm still bait here. Excuse
I'm so
you.
bait here. That's the show, you guys. Thank you so much. You can follow them on Twitter, on Instagram. For Ashley here, it's at _with_love_ash on Twitter and on Instagram. That's right?
Yes.
Yep. And then with Love Ash on YouTube and at STSPodPH on Twitter and at Spill the Soju Podcast on Instagram and the Telegram. Gotta check that out. Ash,
Yes.
thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much.
This is so sudden. Let's do this again. Mga next week,
Yes.
ganun, ha?
Oh, wow. Hello.
I don't know. Like, I'll figure out when you're free, and then I'll write something up, and then let's just go from there. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
sure.
That's the show, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. This will be available on all your podcast streaming platforms, and we'll see you again for the next episode. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
The Kingdom Podcast is executively produced by The Voice, DJ Yuuki, and co-presented by The Bunk Collective and the Kingdom Podcast creative team. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, and all your favorite podcast streaming platforms. For inquiries, please email us at thekingdompodph@thebunkph.com, and don't forget to visit thebunkph.com/thekingdompodph. Thanks for listening to the show, and see you next time!